Good tune, good rendition of Stormy. I was I was thinking of a different song completely. A couple of what is it? Maybe two, probably 3 months back, did a Classics 4 quad, and among their lineup was Stormy. And hey, love Santana to death, but the Classics 4's version of Stormy, I think, is still tops for me, man. Yeah, there's just something, I forgot the lead singer's name now. He's got a little bit of rawness in his voice and little bit more soulfulness in the delivery of it. So yeah, that's the version that I really prefer. I enjoy this one very much. And again, I can see this being a really great extended jam, have a lot of appeal in a concert setting. I'm envisioning a really nice intimate venue, and they're just extending the song and stretching it out. I can see it that way, man. So yeah, man, both versions are fantastic, and for different reasons, I prefer different versions in different settings. But yeah, man, excellent tune, excellent tune. Um, yeah, okay. So looking here, right, okay. So Stormy also appears on the album Inner Secrets, as like the previous song Open Invitation. So I'm not going to reread the same album information as the previous song, man. So yeah, hey, really, really nice look at Santana. Some of his, his probably most popular tune being Black Magic Woman, but a live performance, his Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction performance, and then a couple of other tracks that I hadn't heard. And then of course a really, really nice cover of Stormy. So yeah, altogether an excellent quad, John. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, and I appreciate your enthusiasm and your love for Santana and your respect for him as being a classic rock artist. I thank you very much for that. Recently, and I'm not going to end this great quad on a bitter note, certainly not going to feed any trolls here, but yeah, there was a couple of fools coming at us like, yo, Santana's not classic rock and all of this nonsense. Well, to hell with all of y'all, you know who you are. So man, thanks to people like John, who definitely stood ground and said, yo man, let's teach these fools a lesson, and let's get a Santana quad up and running. So John, thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. Yo man, you guys are lucky that I tried to be a little on the classy side and not name drop. Man, if I was to name drop y'all, ooh, people have so many pieces of their minds to give you. So you're lucky that Soul Train Bro tries to be on the classy side of things. Anyway, hey man, definitely keep the Santana coming, man. Especially, he seems to have excellent range. And in this quad, it's saying that he was leaving a little bit of the fusion rock behind just to embrace a little bit more of the, I guess, traditional rock, where more so it's the guitar that's the centerpiece and everything else is kind of like a distant second, So that stage of Santana, I'm sure that there's more classic tracks to check out, just where it's just the more guitar driven. Of course, I can take Santana in any incarnation, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, there are some Santana tracks that are probably more suited for the Beyond Classic platform when you're talking about fusion rock because of his range and whatnot. But I would say the bulk of the Santana chronology, and I've got to see how many albums he's done, the bulk of it, we can probably address it here and feature it here on the Classic Rock platform. So hey, I'm always open for checking out some more Santana, man. So before I bounce, let me just move over to my notes here and see what I got going on. Yeah, so we're coming close to the weekend. I got Zeppelin coming up, and got a couple more quads loaded in the chute. Hopefully for the weekend. Bill, Michael, Rob, Jupiter, got quads coming up for you lads real quick. And yeah, man, I said too a couple of days ago that going forward, I want to look at a couple of things. Going into my third year, I want to look into a little bit more of a progressive rock. I want to take up again the mantle of running with Southern rock. And one of the three supergroups that I started looking into when I started my channel was Rush. And I want to jump back on that too. I hadn't done a Rush reaction since Neil passed. So those are the three big areas that I want to focus on going forward with this platform. Among other things, my quads is important as well. So those are the things that I'm looking at doing going forward: the quads, the some album reactions, and some of those other areas, just to kind of mix things up a little bit and not just be always going in one predictable direction, just to change things up. So that's what I'm looking at doing, man, down the road. So I'll be keeping a very, very keen eye and ear open for things along those lines, just to add a little bit more color, depth, and dimension. And with Zeppelin now, we're into the live stuff, so that's definitely gonna add a little bit of color and depth and a few more dimensions to that rabbit hole that I'm still lost in. And by the before we know it, it'll be the end of the year, and it'll be time for me to do the O2 concert. Made a promise. So that is what I'm looking at doing, man. Yeah, just giving you my entire year lineup, but that's what I'm looking at doing going forward. You got to have a plan, you know what I'm saying? You got to have intentions. Anyways, man, I'm just starting to ramble now, but great quad, John. Thank you very much, man. And thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this reaction. Definitely have all the time in the world for Santana. Great artist. And there isn't a single piece of Santana stuff that I've heard that I don't like. So, he's one of those great artists that I do wish was Artist of the Month, so I could check out maybe a good portion of his discography, but that wasn't meant to happen. So we're just going to keep plugging away like this, man, and not a problem with that at all. Anyways, you guys have yourselves a good one. Take care, and I'll see you on the weekend with my Zeppelin reaction. Peace.